Hi, I'm here at IoT Tech Expo Global in London, and joining me are Atul and Paul from Tata Communications. Could you guys give a quick introduction to yourselves?
Yeah, sure. First, Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul Abbas. I'm the head of customer experience and very interested to help and see where the world of AI is going.
I'm Atul Mishra, and I'm kind of business development manager looking after both UKI and Europe. I'm focusing on IoT, largely IoT, private network, Wi-Fi, and managed LAN. That's it. So that's what I do. So it's quite interesting to be here and kind of find more partners. Share some synergies, and then do some little bit of branding. So yeah, I'm quite happy to be here.
That's great. And so who is Tata Communications?
So Tata Communications is a large global telco. Grew out of India. Been in the UK for about 20 years. Been in the market, been an operator for about 30 years. Part of the Tata Group. Obviously, Tata Group is a much wider family that we're all part of. Jaguar Land Rover, Tea, Air India, Starbucks, the list goes on and on and on. So we're all part of that much larger group. And Tata Communications in particular is a very strong player in the global telco market. 4 out of every 5 mobile phone calls go across our network. Over 30% of the world's internet goes across our pipes and accesses. And all of the major players, the Azures, Google, AWS, all of their network access is through companies like ourselves. So we're a significant player and looking to see how we can leverage that in the UK.
Great. And so what is it that you're showcasing here at the event?
This event is all about IoT. We got many products and solutions, but we are focusing only on IoT, largely on 2 kinds of IoT solutions. One is cellular, which is basically a move. As the name says, move. You get the global mobility. You can move anywhere, be connected. Let it be connected human, or connected vehicles, or connected fleet. So that's one kind of IoT solutions we are talking about. Another is kind of private 5G based IoT and LoRa based IoT. So we got kind of IoT fabric, a concept where all kinds of connectivity comes. Let it be cellular, let it be LoRa, or let it be Wi-Fi going forward. So this is what we provide under the IoT. So we try to give end-to-end visibility of the devices, telematics data, and what they are doing. As much devices could upload or send to the platform, we are able to bring it to the platform.
Is there anything you're seeing in the IoT market right now that's exciting you guys? Anything that's really interesting going on?
Yes, it is. Especially it's evolving with Industry 4.0. There's a much more pressure, to not just connect, industrial devices. It's kind of convergence. How the traditional IT world and the OT world, where we are, these IoT things are getting up hot. How can we converse them? How can we bring close to each other? That too with security, So that keeps us, keep update ourselves, and keeping up with the competition. So yes, there's nothing new, but yes, it's kind of ongoing, and then we are keeping up with the pace.
Mm-hmm. It keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, that's right.
And at the event, I've been hearing people talk about artificial intelligence IoT, AIoT, I should say. Is that something that you guys are looking at?
Not looking. We do a lot of things like our platforms are inherently designed. We keep on upgrading. We keep on bringing new algorithms. Like we got a video-based IoT solutions. So it could detect. Let's say 2 years ago, it was detecting PPE kits, masks during COVID. But now it has evolved. Like ANPR. There are a lot of 28 to 38 different algorithms we have added. So it's AI coming more and more every day. What new we can. What new intelligence we could bring out of the data. So yeah, that's I would say that everyday business, for us, yeah.
Great.
The proliferation of IoT now, it's everywhere, it's expected. You buy a fridge, it's plugged in, it's connected. You buy a car, it's plugged in, it's connected. So that proliferation of IoT now gives you that seamless front-end edge to connect these devices in. Once you connect those end devices in, you're talking about an end-to-end story across both the customer experience, the device experience, and your organizational experience for the back end as well. So it touches not only the customer, but the operations within the business and that value chain, which can really start then giving you insights. And it's the insights that really add value. Because once you understand what's going on and what's happening, you can react. So whether that's a certain machine or piece of kit has started to go wrong, and you can intersect that with more information for the agents at the front end so they can get information about what they can tell people to do to fix it, or it's helping the manufacturing process realize, hang on, we need an update, we need a software update, we need a firmware update. All of this can actually happen in the background. You don't need the human intervention. The human in the loop is important because you want to know what's going on, but the more you can automate those flows, the better. I'll give you an example. When you look at the automotive sector and the amount of information that's flying around, on a standard car that you used to buy, when they plug in the device, they're measuring, say, 400 different elements, right? In the digital age, you're measuring 17,000. But that's just the car. Now you've got different personas involved because you've got the car itself, the driver is another persona, the owner of the kit, the consumer. So your relationship now is not just with the device, but it's with the end user, and then the two together. So when the person is interacting with their device, whether it's a car, whether it's a fridge, whether it's a microwave, all of these things are talking to each other. So the amount of data and information that's flowing really illustrates what's going on here, where you talk about AI and IoT. Because once you get them starting to work together, then you can really drive some benefits. And that's what Tata can really help you do. Leverage those benefits. So then it's about the business insight. What information are you giving me? How do I use it? And how do I then turn that into usable intelligence? And that's really the exciting part of where it starts to become a business tool, not just an IT cost.
And I'm sure for maybe some of your customers, just realizing what it can do for them has been really key in encouraging adoption.
Absolutely, and it's just understanding that the market is opening exponentially, really. The paradigm is shifted. We're not in the old sort of 20th century, 19th century. This is the 21st century, and there's a lot more you can do. So yeah, just if you're out there, have a look, keep your ears open, and you'll see there's a lot more you can do.
That's some great advice. Do you guys want to finish by just talking a little bit about how you found the show?
2 days well spent, I would say. Good networking. That was one of the agendas, coming here. And I found strange, that lot many people didn't knew that we were very, very old company. It was quite a good time to educate some people who didn't knew, at least, though we have a small stand, but yeah, we are a very, very big company. So that was something a good takeaway. Another was we found quite a good number of partners who could be useful with our journey, with some AI, solution. Somebody is with eSIM, we met a lot of people, and I think we have found 2 or 3 really very good partners, who we see that, we'll be working with on a long-term basis. Yeah.
Great. Is there anything you want to add, Paul?
Yeah, I think the idea of shows like this is you're bringing people who are interested in a particular area, right? If you're just in a general market show, you're not really going to get the interactions that you need to have with the people who really want to understand what's happening in this marketplace. So this sort of event actually gives us an opportunity to just have an open conversation. We're not responding to an RFP, we're not controlled by any other buying signals that are going on. It's just a chance to have a conversation, talk about what we're doing, understand what they're doing, and see where the synergies are. So for that, I think they're worth it. So it's been an opportunity.
I was going to say you can't underestimate the value of a conversation.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.